I don't know how to say it.
Sorry boys, excuse the mess. Keg Tactical has this battle belt kit that I've been eyeing for a while, and it's honestly one of the best battle belt kits that you can get out there right now. It does come with a wide variety of accessories, which I feel like is beneficial to any beginner airsofter or just a casual weekend warrior. You can customize this belt to whatever fits your needs, and that's what I like about it. It's fairly basic, it's nothing crazy, and it's even got waifus on the box. Like, come on now. Just opening up the box, it does include the tactical battle belt, 2 universal pistol mag pouches, 1 5.56 mag pouch, 1 dump pouch, a tourniquet, admit pouch, tactical light. With this version, it actually comes with the belt knife itself. If you're out there shooting real steel, this is also a pretty decent belt for beginners as well. Some people are kind of 50-50 when it comes to using this out on a shooting range. So this does excel a lot when it comes to airsoft because you're not really using this for life and death situations. It's just more for the hobby itself. When you're opening up the box, you're introduced to this entire list that is pretty much included in this entire box here. You also see that you got the tactical waifu on the side, which is a nice touch. Of course, other accessories that were included for this were these little nice M-lock rail charms that you could just put onto the side of your M4 or whatever rifle that you have. Can't be complete without the Keg Tactical Waifu keychain, as well as the rail mounts for your keychains as well. All right, so I have the entire battle belt here, and it's loaded with essentials just to keep me in the game. And honestly, it did not disappoint. I'm not really one to run battle belts myself because I'm typically a speed QB player. I love speed soft. Over the past several months, I've been getting more into the tactical side of things, and that's usually based off the influence that I've seen out there in SoCal and over on the Japanese side of airsoft. I just gotta get out there and try to mimic that myself. It seems a lot more fun and challenging when you can actually go out on the field with gas mags and try one ball people and have less gear. I get kind of bored over time. I just want to try and challenge myself. Again, it did not disappoint when I was at the most recent Desert Fox Battle for LA event, just running around for 2 to 3 hour or even 4 hour sessions throughout the day. My friends and I were going back and forth throughout the field. I was not tired whatsoever, because it came in handy from the dump pouch to the admin pouch, even to the pistol setup that I had. But my entire experience with this belt exceeded all of my expectations. Starting from this end here, I have my radio. That my first issue was trying to find a place to stuff this onto my chest rig, and I didn't have enough pouches or even space to try and keep it there. Throughout the entire time, it just kept falling, so my belt came through and saved the day. I did have a detachable mic that came with this, but upon arrival, it was just broken. It was useless, so I had to toss that. Over here, I have mechanics gloves. These are the best and durable gloves that you could probably get for a very decent price, and I recommend finding these on sale. They're typically $8 to $10, and I just grabbed a few pairs over Black Friday, and they have not failed me since. Next, we have 2 universal pistol mag pouches, and these are really well sized for what they are. It holds my magazines for really quick reloads whenever I'm on the field, especially when I had to transition from my rifle to my sidearm. Next over here, we have pouches that accommodate both 5.56 and 7.62 style magazines. Now, these of course are PTS EPM ones, which are standard 250 round mid caps. For any of you that are wondering, the Desert Fox event didn't really allow high caps, which I really don't use anyway. Mid caps are the way to go. PTS knows what they're doing. Very durable. I've had these for over close to 2 years now. I really don't need much. I'm a simple guy. These aren't limited to PTS mags or even just the Navrich SP5 pistol mags. These are fairly universal. So if you have any specific mags that you feel like you need to use on the field, these pouches are fairly universal. The lifesaver of this entire belt, I never thought I'd actually use a dump pouch ever in my life, but for just kind of transitioning between sidearm and my rifle, keeping my spent magazines and putting them nice in an easy accessible area where I didn't have to keep shifting and putting them back into pouches or whatever during any skirmishes, this helps a lot. And of course, that's the purpose, right? But you never seen me use that on the field at CQB City or Game Pod, because my style has always been fairly speed soft. 10 out of 10, would use it again for sure. And this didn't really get in the way. This is on the side of my hip. I was still able to kind of reach over and grab or dump whatever I needed or used on the field. I know some of you speed softers out there are going to be like, nah, I'm not going to use a dump pouch. What is that? Nah, bro, this is literally what it's for. All right, if you guys know me, I'm a little bit of an EDC nerd, you know, collecting EDC stuff, everyday carry, going out to work, going out to the field, whatever I need is just always with me when I need it the most. Keeps your essentials like maps, pens, tools. Feel like this is the best thing that everybody needs on their battle belt, and it's nice to see that K-Tactical actually provided this with the kit itself. So let's go ahead and check it out real quick. Another thing that K-Tactical provided was a tourniquet. This is something that can be applied if you're, you know, really injured. There have been kind of also mixed reviews about this one because sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. I haven't really used one or needed to use one, except for when I went to Battle for LA, which you could use a tourniquet style wrap to, you know, get respawned or whatever before you have to walk back to spawn. So I don't really know if I'd use this out in the field, but I just kind of keep it in the EDC pouch just in case. You never know. I mean, that one guy got stabbed in New York. So following up with the pouch itself, I have my Leatherman utility knife that I've had for over 2 years now. Is probably my favorite knife that I use. I take this to everywhere with me. Anywhere I go, I have my utility knife out there. Of course, if you're having a cold one with the boys, you really do need yourself a utility knife, or at least a bottle opener, right? I have this mini crowbar here with me, of course, with the bottle opener capabilities. When you go out there, have a cold one with the boys, this is what you gotta use. Graffiti marker, just kind of random, whenever you need it. Of course, the K-Tactical flashlight, I feel like it's got to be one of my favorite things because although it is small, it does come with the capability to either have a very spread out source of light or something that could be very focused. And flashing this outside, at least down my block, and people were just tripping out thinking I was a cop, so I had to stop that. But this is my favorite one. You really don't need to spend too much on an actual flashlight. I know some EDC nerds out there that are going crazy spending over $100 on a 1,000 lumen type of flashlight for this size. Nah, I'm good. I'll just use the K-Tactical one. Last but not least, Tactical Tajin, in case anybody needs some flavor out there on the field. You can't go wrong with some Tajin. Come on now, what are you doing? Making our way down here, K-Tactical does provide a pistol holster, and it's the one that they usually have for 1911 or high Capa pistols. The only thing that I had against the holster itself was the fact that if I was going to use a high Capa, say the ones that I have here, I wasn't able to put it into the holster if I had an attachment like a flashlight or even a red dot. I ended up switching out that holster with the Novich holster only because of the fact that the SSP5 gives you the ability to install a little component for the holster, so that way it's just clipped onto the side instead of actually being inside an entire holster itself. Put it onto the side for easy access and removal whenever you need it most. Last but certainly not least, a versatile tool for at least a lot of situations. I really didn't have to use this on the field, but it was cool. Whether it's cutting through obstacles or for emergencies, this compact blade is a valuable addition to the kit. You have to admire K-Tactical because they really know what they're doing with the design and aesthetic of some of these knives here. You got the K-Tactical brand on the side right there. If you're cutting rope, of course, you got the grip right there, and it'll be a very good tool to use. And of course, it's holstered to the belt. You can sheath it back whenever you need to, and it doesn't come loose. So what I like about the belt itself, of course, is just the rugged durability and comprehensive array of essential gear. Definitely a big game changer for, you know, any airsoft player that's trying to get started, trying to get a whole entire kit. K-Tactical knows their customer service is on point. It's anime themed. Come on now, that's like you got all the waifus there and everything. I had a good time using this overall. I wasn't fatigued. It was very supportive on my lower back, especially someone in their early 30s. I was just honestly very happy that this exceeded my expectations. This is one of those battle belts that I would recommend to any new airsoft player. Thanks for watching, boys. Again, I appreciate the team over at K-Tactical for having me review this. Until next time, I will see you guys on the next video.